What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My job is to tell y'all if this is worth watching. My job is to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. I watched the first episode and the first episode alone. Later on today, me and a group of friends, we are going to do a watch party. So if y'all could stay tuned 3 or 4 hours, if y'all trying to watch all the episodes for free with me and my friends, just subscribe and we should be lit later on today. I have a drink, I'll be buzzed, whatever. But let me give y'all my thoughts for the first episode. The first episode was basically Sunspot. Someone is trying to kidnap Sunspot. And I guess this is going to be connected to the Sinister story because the Sinister is the villain for season 1. He's the main villain. There's somebody that's trying to capture these mutants to do Lord knows what. So Sunspot is frightening. He's scared. The X-Men come along. You see the Signals is some of the main characters. You see the main KKK groups that hate mutants. I'm going to just call them the KKK. And they're trying to fight off the mutants using the Signals technology. You see Master Mode, like clips of them throughout the show. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Master Mode throughout this season. But he was definitely like the villain for this show. And I'm going to tell y'all the things I did not like. I hated that Morph looked gay. It's just stupid. He was one of the coolest characters in the X-Men animated original series back in the 90s. Now he uses these hand expressions, these face expressions. You can tell that he is gay. You can tell. I felt like Magneto at the end of the show. He looked gay. I felt like Sunspot kind of looked gay. I hated that Jean Grey was pregnant. I hated it. It is just so stupid. These are superhero stories. Why bring real life moments to a superhero story? Real life moments like pregnancy and weird shit like that. I just hated that Jean Grey is pregnant. It's stupid. I don't like it. I hated throughout the show where Cyclops was like, it's my team. This is my X-Men. All that bullshit. He sounded like a goddamn kid. I just hated that shit. Those are most of the things I hated about this. And Bishop. This is some racist bullshit. There's only one black dude in the group. He's one of the main team leaders now, and he says not a damn word this whole entire episode. Hopefully, he gets some dialogue in episode 2 and 3. But my goodness, I hate when they do this shit. Do not put black characters in the background. But I hated that. Bishop was useless, basically. And in the X-Men animated series, he had great dialogue. He was a part of the team. Like, every time he came to the past to meet the X-Men, he had dialogue. I don't get why he didn't have any dialogue. And throughout the episode, Jean Grey and Cyclops was talking about they should lead the team because Jean Grey is pregnant and they should just start a family, live a good life, happily after all, forget about the fucking X-Men. You know, that fucking bullshit. And I don't know. I give this episode, just this one episode, out of 1 through 10, I give it a 6.6. It is worth watching. It is. I promise y'all it is. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I like the animation, even though it was times where it felt like their mouths was moving, but the voice or whatever they were saying was moving quicker than their mouths. Maybe that's my Wi-Fi Right below, did you see that? Maybe it could just be my Wi-Fi, because when the Wi-Fi messes up, the animation slows down. I don't know. But anyways, towards the end of the show, Cyclops and Jean Grey do a side mission to meet Henry. He is the guy that they claim killed Professor Xavier. So they try to dig into his mind to figure out what's going to happen in the future, and if they can find Professor Xavier. That's what Jean Grey did. And when she digged into his mind, she find out that the world is about to die. Like, she find out all type of crazy shit. She finds out that Master Mode is a part of this disaster. You see her son that's alive in her hands and all that craziness. So it was interesting. It was interesting to see that. And that was basically it. And then once they fly back to the mansion, all of the X-Men characters was playing basketball, and they hear some type of crazy voice, and it was Magneto, and Magneto was basically telling the X-Men that Professor Xavier gave the permission that everything he owns is basically Magneto's, and that's including the X-Men. So that's crazy, wild. Right below, tell me what y'all thought about the first episode. And again, if everything goes good, I should be watching all 3 episodes later on today for a watch party. You can watch it for free with me, and we can figure this out. So right below and tell me what y'all think. I'm about to end this. It's hot as hell in my car. So let's go. Stay tuned if y'all want to see this poem. After 24 years, I decided to see my grandma. I feel like a coward over all these years, not visiting her gravesite. It hurts. It breaks me. But I'm here. I'm staring at her site. And I just know if she was here, she'll tell me to cheer up. I brought my daughter. I wanted her to see her great-granddaughter for the first time. I came here because I wanted peace. I couldn't sleep at night. I thought about her throughout the years. I thought about the last time I saw her when I was 10 years old, 1999, hospital. I remember I had the Power Ranger action figure. I remember slamming it against the wall when I heard she passed away in the hospital. I remember being there the last 30 minutes before she passed away. I remember how brutal her skin looked. It was hurting. It was hurting me inside. I hated that she had to die at age 10 years old. I knew that her time was coming, and I couldn't take it. So it's been 24 years since I visited her gravesite. I don't know what to say. I just want to tell my grandma I hope she's proud of me. I want to tell her I'm trying to reach millions of people. I'm trying to entertain people. You always said I was a comedian. You always said that I made you laugh. I hope I can do that for the world. I hope I can make the world laugh. I hope I can do a lot while I'm here for such a little time. If I'm stuttering, if my words is falling apart, forgive me. But just going to that gravesite, it taunts me. I hate this. Revenge of the heart. I just hate that God takes so many good people away from my life, and it feels like I'm just stuck with the bad apples. But this is me, 2024. Revenge. I want my title, I want my glory, and I want my throne back. And eventually I'm gonna get it. Lord, forgive me.